about 20, you back up, you feel like a lion. Shalom, shalom, Yahshua. He was like toss of Oklahoma. Was down the toss of downfall of Babylon the Great. First things first, turn to the east. You're going to press door 2. Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh, Ba'ashim, die. When the ancient Paleo-Hebrew tongue is pregnated in Father, the Son, and the Spirit, double honors to false out of the great millstone, and shalom. Teachers and brothers living is true. Shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourselves a road. Woo! Hey, if you talk about camp, Yahshua, Esau Edom. When I say Esau Edom, a so-called white man. Hey, they're behind and they're down and they're exposed. Very much exposed. All the way exposed, but they're like stripped naked so everybody can see that they are the wicked and they are the devil in the flesh. The people prophesying saying that they are. Everybody seeing for themselves that they are. So what does that mean with these devils? It's going to be hard for them to get their enterprise off the ground. It's hard for them to operate. They used to operate in the dark. You know, they say you in the dark, you don't know nothing. Jake didn't know nothing, man. Esau was running circles around Jake. You know, doing what he wanted to do, putting out agendas, putting out psyops, so Jake can eat it up and believe it. And he always profit off of that. Now we're at the point where these devils are being so exposed they can't do it no more. It's like they out of gas. The Lord is like the light, and he shined it. And now the devil's exposed. Everybody see his traps. Everybody see his gimmicks, his psyops. These devils on TV with a mask on. You can clearly see the mask. So where they're fully exposed, man, I got a precept that's biblical prophecy. The Lord said that would happen. And that is happening. What we're saying is now that his kingdom is falling because he needed that deceit to keep it moving, to rule. The devil ruled in the darkness. He ruled with deceit, deception. That he ain't got, they can't rule no more. Showing that they really are inferior race of people. They truly are the base men. They had to have it to be on top. Without that, they can't rule. This is Jeremiah 49:10. But I've met Esau bear, I have a cover in secret places. And he should not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brother and his neighbors, and he is not. And I like when he said he made Esau bear. What does that mean? It means that you make Esau very visible. You see all their antics. Everybody now is going into history. Look at what the devil did in the 50s, the 40s. Look what they did, took the Native American land. Everybody now is a big inquisition on this devil. And he said, I like what he said, he should not be able to hide himself. He used to hide himself with his media. You know, you put out a media, a news segment. You thought make Jake seem like the bad guy, he's the good guy. And now all of a sudden, here in 2026, it's not working anymore. And now,
I was about to say his lies, like nobody's believing his lies no more. Like Esau used to run around lying, stealing, and killing. And now people listening to his lies and fact checking everything he's seen. Now it's a whole fact check button now, and people can just Google that shit and see that he's lying, and that fucks him up because Esau Edom is used to just like running circles around everybody. And now that his narrative ain't working no more, he can't slight people no more, and he's looking through. He's done now, man. And that's why his kingdom is falling down.
Like I said, the seed is spoiled. Because all the lies he done did, everything he done put out, all it did was it spoiled his seed. He put curse on his own people. When you look at Gen Z Edomites, they real lazy. They're not physical. They don't know nothing because they forefathers done lied to them. They even figured out like, God damn, everything I believe was true was a lie.
Shit, they drugged out.
I can't forget that. Drugged out, the meth they put out there. So they put out drugs to destroy Yahshua. Now it done flip. And now it's eating up Esau. Now he's on a stronger form of drugs. This devil doing meth, fentanyl, opioids. And that was stuff that Esau put out there to destroy the children of Israel. Now it's destroying his own seed. Because they're the lovers of meth and fentanyl and opioids. They really can't get access to a lot of that stuff, man. But Esau can. And it's eating them up alive. Like most of your young Edomites are on drugs. They're homeless. So now that what they call it, the war on drugs, that drug epidemic, now it turns against Esau. Because Jake is getting off the drugs now. Jake ain't smoking crack like that no more. Jake really don't get into meth like that too much. You see some, but not a lot. Because we don't know how to do that chemistry lab shit, cook it up. Opioids and fentanyl, you need medical access to get that stuff, because that's coming from the doctors. You know? saying Jake ain't got that, but Esau do. Most of their daddies and mothers are doctors and nurses and stuff like that, and pharmacists. So all they doing is going to take mama's little cabinet, going to take mama's little, you know what I'm saying, little dresser and getting her pills and selling them to their friends, and all of them are drug heads. And that's Esau Edom. That's his stuff turning on him. That's biblical prophecy. They say the seed is spoiled. Oh, LGBT agenda. A lot of Edomites are into that. They're not having children like that. The people like the Lord's birth rate on the face of planet Earth right now are Edomites. Based on what? That agenda they put out. Because they the ones more susceptible to it.
Wait, I'm going to bag you up. This is Proverbs 26, and I'm going to start at 26. Whose hatter is covered by deceit. Esau Edom. It says, whose weakness shall be shown, who shall be shown before it, whose whole confidence. No, this is the wrong one. Let me get the King James version. It says, whose hatter is covered with deceit, his wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation. Now, his wickedness has been shown before the whole congregation. And he was covered, but now he's uncovered. Man. And verse 27 goes into the point. Because he tried to use all of the wickedness for Jake, but it's coming back to his own people. That's why his own people is spoiled. It says, who diggeth the pit shall fall therein, and who have rolled a stone that shall return upon him. And that's exactly what's happening. Man. He dug that pit for Jake to fall in, and now his own seed is spoiled by the trap. You know, all the drugs and all the LGBT shit, everything. That's all because he pushed that on Jake, and now it's returning on him.
And then one thing too, when you believe a lie and you figure out that what you thought was true was a lie, that demoralizes you. A lot of young Edomites now start to realize, like, your forefather was a goddamn devil. He was weak. He stole everything. He was a thief. There's no more glory in Esau Edom and all his conquests. You know, all that stuff is now shameful. You know, they look at that. They don't talk about his cripple race theory. Let's not talk about slavery. Let's not talk about Black Wall Street. Let's not talk about that no more. You know what I'm saying? Let's focus on some politics and this and that. Now he's trying to scramble because he's exposed. Because now even they glorified that in our days. We was coming up. They talked about that when we was in school. They glorified that. Now they don't want to talk about that anymore. Because now the whole vibration is like, hey man, you was an evil colonizer. Ain't nothing great about you. You kill and steal and destroy everywhere you went. So ain't nothing to like really be proud of no more. And that's like Esau hung his hat on that.
I want to back you up. This is Habakkuk 2 and 16. I'm gonna start at 15 though, because this is Esau Edom too. It says, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink. And Esau Edom used to give everybody drink and get everybody drunk, and then you be so drunk and just listen to Esau and let Esau get around on him. But now that's not working no more. It says that putteth his bottle to him and maketh him drunk also, that ye may look upon their nakedness. And that's how Esau Edom used to get his get off the ground. He used to make you drunk and profit off of you being naked, and while you naked, take all your shit away from you. Verse 16, it says, thou art filled with shameful glory. Now everything that he gloried in is shameful to him, because everybody sees that you was a devil for doing that. It says, drink thou also, let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall turn unto thee. The shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. And now shameful spewing is on Esau's glory, and you don't know what to do, because he's so used to being looked at in a positive light, like he's the white savior. Now he's the monster. You don't know what to do.
He's the savage. He's the one that's uncivilized. Now we start to realize that Jacob, the Israelites, and the Moors, they the ones who civilized Esau. He's the one that's nasty. The bubonic plague, diseases, Esau don't even like to wash his butt. They had to teach Esau to wash his butt and to use a towel and clean yourself up.
And that goes on to this day, because it's still like Esau still don't like to wash his ass today. It's like you can look on the internet, he might be like, I don't wash my body, I wash my hair and let the salt drip down, and that's how I get clean. Or I don't wash my legs, I don't do this. I'm like, and that's nasty.
So he's a base man. He's bound in the earth. Like, Esau Edom is true to his nature. He's nasty. That's where a lot of diseases come from. They get diseases, cultivate them, make them, and then spread them. Diseases come where Esau comes. Wherever he goes and do his little missionaries, or I'm coming to bring some juice to you, he be spreading diseases, man. It's best to keep Esau out and your stuff stays pure. If Esau come in, he devours.
That happened in the Amazon rainforest. Like they had a hella tribes in the Amazon rainforest. Esau came and explored And next thing you know, when they came back, all the tribes was dead. Esau, Edom bringing disease.
He did the same thing in Africa with the Hamites. Same thing, Native Americans, gave them unexpected smallpox. I heard an account. The Native Americans say they smelled the Europeans before they even came to shore. That's how funky they were. They said they smelled them. The Native Americans had to teach them how to wash their ass and to clean themselves up. They had to plant, they had agriculture and stuff. They didn't know how to do that. It was the nasty criminals, the filthiness from Europe came over here to Babylon the Great America. You know? And I'm gonna get off this. You said something real big, you said the light. Like Esau is now no longer known as the light bearer. You know, say, hey, enlighten me, brother. You know, Esau, everybody's going to Esau to get, enlightenment and get wisdom and knowledge. And now they start to realize, like, this shit was darkness, man. So now the torch is being passed, and there's a scripture on that, man. This is Isaiah 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down on the ground, which does our weakest the nations? So we can answer that question. He fell down because the Lord is built him to be a liar. He's not the light bearer. Esau bears darkness. When he said he bears the light, that was all false. You know, them was lies that he put up there. It wasn't a true light. That's why it has to fall down, because now the world needs that true light. Where does that true light come from? Yeah, how about Shemi Yahushua, man? And it's men, the Israelites. That's where that light comes from. So it said, how art thou cut down the ground? It said, oh, Lucifer, son of the morning, these weakest the nations. Now you got other nations like Elam, Ishmael, Hamites, and now saying, oh, Esau, you're the problem. Edomites the problem. Moab is saying that. Ammon is saying that. All the nations come to one conclusion that the so-called white man is the problem. Everybody got problems in their nation. Hey, is America in your nation? You got deals with America? That's your problem. You know, Ishmael, like, why my women want to take her hijab off and wear little yoga pants and workout pants, want to be a harlot? Oh, that's that Edomite knowledge creeping in. That's that feminism. Oh, we got to stomp that out. Boy, like, why my young people don't want to be a samurai no more? Don't want to be a warrior no more. He up here want to put on makeup and makeup tutorials, and he's soft and weak. Oh, Esau over here. That's the problem. You got what I say, Ishmael, Elam. They like decided like we getting rid of Esau, man. Why is our nation all messed up? We got this American agenda over here. So now they're purging out all that American Babylonian knowledge, man. Ham is doing that. We never thought Ham would do that. Ham like, where does LGBT stuff come from? And how Esau do it is he gives you money to push his agenda. Now you got countries like, I don't need your money. Your money defiles us. Because it comes to the agenda I don't want to do. Because that's how you destroy a culture, a civilization. It's based on ideology, how you conduct yourself. Esau's pushing his culture all over the world, and it's destroying everything. That's darkness.
This precept, the scripture say, a gift destroys the heart. And Esau come over here again, here's this gift with some money, push this. And you took the money from him, like, all right, I'll push it a little bit, I did get some money from you. And then looking like, nah, fuck, I don't want shit from Esau, man. I don't even want to touch you for 10 foot over.
That's when you really think about it, all of the countries that Esau Edom have control of is the countries that have a central bank. And that's where all of those agendas is being put. And that's why I like the preacher when he said how God fallen from heaven on Lucifer. It's breaking down, you know, Esau Edom was one at the top. That's what happened. Now he's falling down. So now everybody is looking at the devil like, nah, we need to kick your ass out. So this real quick, we can answer that question by reading Revelation 18:4. And it says, I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sin, and that you receive not of her plan. That's what the whole agenda is, not of her plan. So he said, come out of her, my people, meaning that you got to separate from these devils. You got to separate from these so-called white men. All right, in verse 5, it said, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh by Shemi Yahushua have remembered her iniquity. Meaning that judgment is coming down upon Idumb, and so that now they're about to receive that judgment.
Idumb is a Greek form for Edom.
I like that precept that you just read though, because like everybody used to get their enlightenment from Esau Edom, man. At one point in time, you couldn't even tell Jake shit unless you heard Esau say it first. Like early in this truth, we'll be telling people, explaining stuff. The next thing you know, 2 weeks later, yeah, y'all was right, man. I seen Esau on TV, and he did. And now,
White pastor said,
yeah, and now they over there looking down. Nobody want to hear nothing Esau say without a fact check. So that just lets you know, hey, man, this truth. And that lets you know that the Lord is the light bearer. Because the Lord is also known as the noonday, man. The Lord gonna come down and shine his light. And Esau, hey, he can't see in that darkness. I mean, he can't see in the light because he's so used to the darkness.
people starting to see Esau even took a white man like Satan. Satan shouldn't even be handling the Bible. He shouldn't even talk about the Holy Scripture because he can't interpret prophecy because it's not important to him. He only uses it as a weapon to make people draw down their defenses so he can rule over them. Now people start to see like, okay, you not really that, man. Like Kenneth Copeland and all them little, was it Boyce Myers, all them little televangelists, everybody like, I don't want to hear that no more. I want to hear the punks on the block. So now the spotlight is coming to the prophets where it should have been at, and now everybody's starting to get their prophet edification because we gonna give it to you raw and uncut, fresh out the scriptures. Esau don't do that. Esau barely even come out the scriptures. This dude give up fairy tales. It might say one verse like this whole sermon.
Add on to the word. That's what it does.
Esau put the book in his hand just so he can rob you with a collection book.
Exactly. Exactly right. I'm gonna bring this up right here. It kind of fit with what both of y'all was saying, man. This is Psalms 37, 35. I see the wicked in great power. They're spreading themselves like a green bay tree. So the Lord put Esau in him in great power. And when Esau got in great power, what did he do? He spread his wickedness like a tree, like branching out. And what does the tree do? Like we set up on a tree right now. It brings shade, darkness. You know, that's what the tree do. It blocks the light. So what the Lord do? The Lord said, I'm coming down, not peace, I bring a sword. So what the Lord do with that sword? Hey, he's slicing that tree down, man. And once that tree came down, the light came through. Now it's like, man, the whole problem being these goddamn white people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll shoot my brother, sell their drugs, I go to jail for 20 years, I come out, repeat, and like, who am I doing this for? When you got hood niggas waking up and rat chicks waking up, it's a rap, because that's the ones on the lowest level. You know? They started to realize, man, I threw away 30 years of my life gang banging, and really that's some shit that so-called white man made up. Because they started with the gangs in New York, the mafia, that's all Esau stuff, man. Jake just got a hold of it. You know, Jake did all this wickedness. They take it to the highest level. Like feminism, you know, once Eve got it, he took it to the highest level. Jake got gangsterism, he took it to the highest level. Like when Jake get wickedness, I know that they do it too. Like the most, the highest it can be done. And Esau pops off for that. He likes Jake to be in that motion. When you're holy and righteous, that breaks the whole spell of Esau either, man. He can't rule over you after that. Because you're guided by how about you was shot. You're not listening to him no more. You treat Esau how he's supposed to be treated, like beneath us. Like that we the base of all men. I don't want to shit you got to say. What you got to say is a lot. That's all you do is lie every day. You don't know how to do nothing. All you do is profit with other people's labor. You don't labor, you don't do nothing. You the lazy. We're not ever say that Jake lazy. Nah, Esau, you lazy. You don't want to do nothing. You want to like come out on a finished product and then take over and kill somebody and take their stuff. Yeah. After the work already been done by some other people, another nation. Esau is a parasitic nation. You know, that's why they compare them, they show them in the movies as vampires. That's what Esau do. He suck on the blood. They suck the resources of other nations. Exactly. And they put disease in the ticks, which is so crazy right now. He's like a tick, man. And then what he does, he try to gaslight you, make somebody, you're the problem. And you're supposed to give me what you got. Like, that's the right thing to do. Give me your money. Give me your ideas. Because I'm awesome. You know? The Lord, and then he puts himself, that's why he put his image in the Bible. That's how we know that the wicked. You know, they drove down to 24. He painted his image in the Bible.
Yeah, and he trickled all the way down to the education system.
Exactly. But he started first by stealing our word and saying that he King David. He's Yahweh Shah, but his name is Jesus. You know, God was made in my image. You know, white people are the highest and closest thing to God. Even took our name. You got the Ish people calling themselves after us. So this devil done stole. He done did identity fraud
and playing in your face with the Ish thing. They call themselves Jewish. So like in your face, they calling themselves like or pertaining to.
Yeah.
So and then you over here just going along with it. Man.
Yeah. That's one part of him telling the truth.
Exactly.
But Jake didn't take this like they don't consider that. See, the whole plan, we gonna consider things. We gonna take it like, hey man, why y'all call yourself this I don't see Jewish in the Bible. I see Jew, but I don't see Jewish. Right. And I know the definition of ish. But we say it all the time, man, quit acting niggerish.
Right. I see
Israel. You act the child.
I see Israel, children of Judah, children of everywhere else, but I don't see no Israelis in there.
No Israelis and no Jewish. I see Jews. I see Judah. I don't see Jewish. Where this come from? So that we do an inquisition. We study that, and we looking like, oh, this is made up by a group of people. Not for a declaration. Oh, y'all just they use their laws and they unwrite decrees, and they decree it because they're empowered, and our people so beat down they accept it as truth. They accept the lie as truth. So what we do is we break it up like, hey man, that's a lie, man. Really, you are that. You know, if they so beat down, they can't accept it. Like, not us.
I got that as a quick precept, man, since you quoted it. This is Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, to take away the rights from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless.
Ooh, that's Esau into the T right there, man. Perfect precept, man. That's Esau what he did, man. The scribe, what does he do with his legislation? He put in lies. His constitution's a lie. They said we can read this as a man. We can go sting to your house. That's a lie.
That's the reason why when they put these titles and names on us just so they can fill our land too. Because if you coming at, like say, if you was a part of a tribe, you say if I'm from the Apache tribe, that means I'm entitled for this land. But if you confuse my children, if you kill out the old head and then keep the children, and you tell them, you're just an Indian, then all of a sudden they don't even know that they're entitled to this land. That's how they were able to rob the fatherless like that.
Then they put it in paperwork, with their laws and legislation, like the land grabs and stuff. And then they think, because you know how everybody think with paperwork, like that's like the truth right there, all in paper. So I guess that's their land, man. We just out of here. Okay, walk trail material. They just took it. Same way they did Osage, right up the way. They took their land, Native Americans took the oil, took the resources.
Like Wall Street, they did the same thing. Cause we got right downtown, we got a guy named Brady. The Brady District, it was named after that devil. He's the one stole all the property after Black Wall Street.
Exactly. Now Black Wall Street is subject to a half a block.
Right.
Exactly. Brady wasn't he from the KKK?
Yeah, he was a part of it. Yeah, but he wasn't involved in necessarily, but his family was. And yeah, he
is too. His family involved.
Yeah, it was more like because there was a lot of indirect threat towards Black Wall Street. So the indirect where he was basically buying their taxes just so they can rightfully steal those, going back to those righteous decrees. You can steal somebody's house if you pay their taxes. No matter how much they spend on the mortgage, if they pay the mortgage off, if you pay their taxes, you just pay their house over. That's an unrighteous decree.
It's like that, man. You lie. That's how the devil, he redlining. You can't buy it back. All the stuff Esau even did, man. Then he like freaking out. Come with a lie. Try to say like Jacob's violent. We the most people on the face of the planet. If Jacob's so violent, we've been done ran through the damn devil. Really, you're the most violent. We look at everything you got, it was made by the sword. You kill, steal, and destroy everywhere you go. The most violent people on the face of the planet are white people. Edomite.
Everything he touched, he turned it into a weapon. We were just talking about his main weapon is that paper and that ink. That's his main weapon. So if he's put that to you on that dotted line, over 1 million people gonna lose their life.
Oh, I like that analogy that you said earlier when you said when Esau cast covering cast like a Green Bay tree, and I was coming by with a sword to chop it down, and it's bringing the light. And now Jacob's seeing, but on the flip side, Esau can't see. He's blinded by the light. He over like this. So now everything is sloppy because he can't even see. He doesn't even know what he's doing.
It's like a bat. Yeah, remember I told the bat. Bats don't like the light. That's why they stay in caves. They come out at night. Because the bat goes by echolocation. They don't go by sight. Esau, like say, walk about, like sight, having the eye sound. Esau ain't got that. Esau can't see. He operates in the dark. That's what's good to him. He don't like no light at all. The Lord now puts him in the light. Like I said, now he got so he can't see. He can't see. And now we can see.
That's why I flipped the switch on him in the morning.
Yeah, turn the light on.
put the hurry up, try to put the cover over the head.
Yeah, he don't like the light. And then we need the light. Now we can see. So I noticed it's two people and two dynamics. Like when Esau had us in the dark and we couldn't see, he could operate. He could move around, do what he do, we couldn't. Now Lord done flip the script. Like I said that now the light is out. Now we can do what we need to do. We can see, we can navigate, where we need to go. Now Esau's struggling. He's moving around like a blind person, got a little stick out. He's blind and stuff. He all feeling his way out. That's why he got the stuff working.
This is Job 5 and 14. It says they meet in darkness in the daytime. It says and grope at noon. It says grope at noonday, as in the night. It says, but now that was just the point right there. But like the point is, they meet in darkness, man. That's how they got away with a lot of their stuff, man. Because it was always hidden. It was always in darkness. And then whenever the morning came, they just had the power to do so with their unrighteous decrees and stuff. But now that the light is on, now they groping at noonday. Now the light on, they over here can't see. They like a blind person need a cane. That's how they need now, man, because the light is on.
All right, I got this right here. It's Job 18 and 5. Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. Verse 6, the light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. So the Lord said in a certain amount of time, he's going to put the light out of the wicked, man. Who was the wicked? Esau, he was so-called white man. Right now, his light has been put out. Lord done blew it out, you know? So that's why the devil's struggling with all his psyops. He's struggling with all his agendas. Like, he's having a hard time getting his MOTB up. I'm going to watch the devil struggle. The devil is struggling to get this MOTB off the ground, man. Every which way, man. He's getting so much resistance over here, over there. He can't corral the people like he used to. The devil is struggling, man. And why is that? Because the light is dark in the tabernacle. The tabernacle going to a house. Esau's house now, it's dark in there, man. He can't do what he needs to do anymore. You know? All this media. People, even like, it's not this division. Esau now is fighting Esau. You know, they all trying to like save face. Like, I ain't with that, you know? I ain't with that stuff no more. So what is he doing? They exposing each other. That's nervous why the devil's going down so hard. They like crabs in a bucket. You got some Edomites fighting against other Edomites. He on the island, man, found.
Truth teller, whistleblower. Yeah, the whistleblower, man. So he over here tongue falling on himself, like it says in Psalms. I got that quick. Let me get this one real quick. Because it goes back to what we were saying. The last precept I read. This is Micah 2 and 2. Like Micah 2 and 1. Woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil on their bed. You know, before they go to sleep at night, like I said, Esau always doing some evil shit. But then it says, when the morning is light, they practice it because it's in the power of their hand. So whenever the daytime comes, they use their unrighteous decrees, right laws, and doing everything they can to do it because they have the power to do so now. Because the earth is given into their hand. But now the Lord is showing forth, and now it's making it hard for this damn devil to do anything. He can't. It's not easy for him to do right now. Without being scrutinized about it right then and there. Like, look at Donald Trump. He's suing his own goddamn government. People over here looking at him like, "Hey, what the fuck? Hey, what are you doing?" And so this whole shit is fucked up. Everybody got eyes on him right now.
Because he's so dumb, he tried to do a slush fund for himself and the people that rioted January 6th. Like, he's so visible. Everybody looking like, this is a very corrupt president.
Everybody see it.
Yeah. Like, what the heck? And it's getting hard for them to even back him up. He came out saying, like, I don't care about the rest of the finances. I'm just trying to win this war. So now they can't defend him on that. He doubled down on that, too. And they asked him again, he's like, yeah, I don't care. I just got to make sure Iran don't have no nuclear weapon. I don't care about your pockets and you being broke. Now they can't say, oh, he a good president, care about the people. Like, no. He never cares his own about himself. I don't care about y'all. Twice. Yeah. So they say that's making it visible. Yeah, this the most corrupt, visible president I've seen in my life, man. You had Elon Musk come in with $200 million, buy himself right into the White House, implement his ideas and plans, the Doge system. So you can't say he's a president of integrity. He got bought off. We got the price number. You see when Elon Musk got out the deal. This dude can right now he got the whole American financial system on his Doge system. He can shut America down. And who gave the keys to that? Donald Trump. The Trump administration. Why? Because he only cared about a dollar. And he's showing it. He done said it to the Americans. I don't care about you. I got to win this war. I care about my status. I care about my reputation. I don't care if you can't afford gas.
Back in the day, he could have spent that some type of way. Now he can't spit that. The light is on him. Like, there's too many people pointing at him now.
So Megan got to just look stupid and eat that. And they got to go out here and be idiots. Everybody now knows that's why they wives divorcing them. If you're a Mega, you are officially known as an idiot. Exactly. You're a cult member, and Donald Trump can like piss on your head and you will take it.
Yeah, just like them rappers, them fat rappers.
Yeah,
Donald Trump, I'll do anything. You are my dad.
Yeah, Donald Trump, you are my dad. I'll do anything to make you happy.
Yeah, like
they say, Donald T, can't you see? Me and you belong in ecstasy. We all like, hey man, you got a chick, she leaving after that one, bro. Yeah, she leaving after that one. So y'all, but on my back side, cut the builder. Yeah. Light came out of the back here. He be getting his back saw thrown out by Eve. Y'all Israelite, a black woman. Used to blow his back out with a scrap. So now everybody around cut the builder, they all getting embarrassed, like, oh man, we all running behind a Momo. And you talk all this much about black people, the black woman was like knocking your back out. Then she had two other gay lovers come out like, yeah, man, I used to knock his back out and this and that, man. He a good lover. Y'all get off of him. So now that's embarrassing. They rowdy behind that dude like he's some civil rights leader. And then somebody had a picture of him dressed in drag. So Esau is getting clowned, man. And we've been telling everybody that Esau really is a homo. All of them. All Edomites have a price. They will all bend over. There's no integrity with the Edomite name. That's why these Edomite women are like, okay, I got to navigate to a man of conviction, a man of standards. They can go on the Israelite men because now they say they men ain't worth shit. I don't want to be on the bed. Plus, he's losing power. I said, we know he's losing power. Now they don't want to be on the losing team no more. There's nothing like, you can't big up a so-called white man no more. He losing money. That's the only thing he had to keep him on the grounds. He got money, got this. Now he ain't got that. There's no reason to be with him. His rod is whack. He messes with little kids. He'll mess with your dog. And he does all kind of wickedness. Like, my woman, man, she doesn't feel safe with Edomite man. I'm not safe with this dude. He'll lose his job and shotgun everybody down. He's not a strong man. He weak. Now that's my first thing, man. He's weak.
Now you start to see the transfer of power. Esau has been exposed, man.
God, you had one off?
Yeah, I had
they touch the phone themselves.
Yeah, I got
it. Bring back. And that's him all right. This devil cannot keep his mouth closed. He don't say nothing intelligent. And all he knew was he well, you know, Esau. We got to try to tell everybody he are the racist. They dumb, they do this and that. They work with them. I think that's the Edomite man right there. There you go. Right on tax evasion.
about what they getting over.
I don't know about the great breaking.
And one of it, the one you probably think about in the Bible, but it's 1 Timothy 5:8. 1 Timothy 5:8 it says, but if any provide not for his own, and expecting those of his own house, he has denied the faith and is worse than the infidel. And then right there, when you talk about that, it really that apply to the brothers, but when you think about how he thought even they told you that they're not the people, that they're not the people of faith. When they do things like that, they don't provide for their own house, right? And then that other preacher that we talking about, Luke.
Okay, that's a better fit.
All right,
got good to long.
Yeah.
Right. Trump is showing that. That's I can do a lesson on that. We came. I'm heard about your finance. I'm trying to win a war. And now they came and said, I love to talk to a Trump supporter. You can't spin that no other way. And then, like I said, he doubled down on that. So you can't, he just basically came out and said, I don't like it. Then he said, I love the uneducated. I don't know, Donald Trump was saying before he went to president, he said, I don't care about you, I just need to vote. He said that. So he done told his own followers, like, I don't give a damn about y'all. I'm just trying to bump my own self up. You know, I think Ecclesiastes 4, chapter 14.
14, I thought it was 10.
Yeah, go to
14 and 5. Right?
Yeah, bring that out. That to me fit way better.
Yeah, this is we'll start at verse 4. This is Ecclesiastes, aka Sirach, chapter 14 and verse 4. And he says, he that gathered by defrauding his own soul, gathered for others, that shall spend his good wisely. And they finish his good wisely, meaning that he's spending money that he don't have. That's the devil's as well too. And in verse 5, he said, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good?
he shall not take pleasure in his good. And then verse 6, and he said, there is none worse than he that envies himself, and then this is the recompense of his wickedness.
See? And like I said, he should not take no pleasure in his own good. This tell about the whole world is on top. All he had to do was keep running it the way it was, but he, because he looked at the prophecy, and like the scripture just read, he got satisfied with his own goods. He got to keep doing too much. And now what it did, they put him in a trick bag. He's exposed and said he ain't good to his own self. Esau's not good to Edomites, man. We can see that now looking at the seed being spoiled. All the stuff that's happening to them is based on them doing it to themselves. Jake didn't do none of this stuff. Jake didn't put drugs in your neighborhood. Jake don't got no gun manufacturer to make guns. That's Esau doing that. Jake ain't up here making these unrighteous decrees, making these laws and legislations and pushing LGBT stuff. That's Esau doing that. Yeah, all that has negative effects, man. Jake really was pushing back on that stuff. Like, hey, man should go with woman. We don't do that. Like, Jake is holding the standard of decency. I know that Jake has always been doing that. I know that as Jake started falling into being defiled, that's when this country went to shit. Because Jake was like, when you look at our people, we was very decent in the 40s and 50s. In the 60s, we was on that, civil rights movement. You look in the 70s, that's when they ran that campaign on Jake, man. That gangsterism, hip and whole stuff. What they call the black exploitation movies? They really pumped drugs in our neighborhood in the 70s. They made a whole organization to take us out. FBI, all that was made to take Jake out. So they started killing on Jake. And when they did that, and when Jake accepted wickedness, everything failed, man. We were the only ones holding the standard up.
Man, the first FBI case was on that Osage County.
I was talking about who's that? Larry Hoover. Yep. Larry Hoover took the FBI to focus primarily on the black neighborhoods, and as they started putting drugs in there, they destroyed the Black Panther movement. And I noticed with their movies, black exploitation movies like The Mac, Pam Grier, like all about that pimp and hoe stuff. Right. We didn't start out like that. Yeah, Superfly. Yeah, that came in the 70s. They weren't doing that in the 50s and 60s. So Esau got slick, like, and that's also when Section 8 came into play. Food stamps, get Jake on food stamps, get him out to making jobs. All of that came into play. And that's when America really went in the hole. They started abortion in the 70s. It really went in the hole, man. Jake is going to hold the righteousness. And now here we are 2026, and the remnant is coming back. Rest of the days, they fell down. They caught up in that stuff. Even them starting to wake up. They starting to rub their eyes with the light coming out. Like, hold up, man. My brothers is right. So they starting to join in on the fight. That's why he like, I'm in trouble. And we got to run this right now. Call Bill Gates. Call Elon Musk. Call Zuckerberg. Tell him to run this stuff right now. We ain't got time to wait. And then because he ain't got time to wait, he's rushing. It's sloppy. We can see it. We said back to the devil like, dang, dumb, that wasn't a good idea. Dang, man. Yeah, they like chess. Like you playing chess, you get rushed, you make bad moves. You gotta think about your moves strategically before you make it. He ain't doing that no more. He over there, go. Cut it right now. Go. You gotta run it right now. They ain't right up. They scared out here. Y'all shine right here. I'm scared.
Now you got half of the other Edomites like, damn, this nigga stupid. I don't want to have to follow this nigga, man. Now they exposed me.
I got that Psalm, man. You just break it down. So the point would be in verse 8, Psalm 6.8, but I'm gonna start at verse 6. It said, they search out iniquity, they accomplish a diligent search. But the inward thought of every one of them, the heart is deep. When they said they searched out iniquity, with the oxen broke it down. They created all of them Section 8s, and the drugs, game. That's how they searched out iniquity. That's what they did. They bought all that shit out.
Made Jake start harlot.
Right.
Harlotry.
Iniquity just means sin on top of sin. So a lot of wickedness.
In verse 7, and it said, but Yahweh behind Shem y'all shall shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded. And it said, suddenly shall they be wounded. Now everybody looking at them, and now they the enemy. They're calling them the devil. All right?
He been stripped naked. You can see him. Everybody see him now. Now he look nasty. He been shot. He wounded. He on the backside.
Hey. Even when they get older, you can see some of them damn Edomite devils. They be having this little red patches on their skin, and they nasty swords. Hey, all from the spiritual to to the physical part, they just wounded. Like everything from them. They image everybody. They now they wounded. It's the doings of Yahweh outside. Verse 8, and it says, so shall they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. In verse 9, it says, and all men shall fear and shall declare the work of Yahweh outside, for they shall wisely consider his doing.
Oh, I like that water. Like, really consider his doing. Everybody starting to like, it slowed it down. You got TikTok, you got social media. Everybody started like false reference. Like, oh, what information you got? They did this in 1950. Or they did this in Black Wall Street. Or they did this in Lake Lanier. Or they did this shit in Florida, Rosewood. Or they did this shit in Wilmington. You know, now they started like show the atrocities of this devil. Or they did this shit in the Osage. Then you got popping up. You got that person saying, oh, the white man did this. You know, you got us, Judah. Oh, the white man did this. You got the Hispanic. You know, Ishmael, oh, Esau did this. Esau did this. Everybody started pulling all his crimes up. And then, like, that's one thing the devil did. He documented his own crimes. All we do is pulling out the archives, pulling out the records. Like, you stole this, you stole that, you stole this. So now it's the point where everybody now wants the devil to pay back. He got that pressure on him. They're talking about reparations. You know, the devil, they don't want to pay. And that scares them to the core. Like, I try to get y'all back. And they don't know that we are going to get reparations. But it's going to be reparations, going to be your ass.
Reparations again, and then they go back to that record you were talking about. Now you got people in the world that trying to get that reparation with the very worldly, but the remnant, they know the reparation don't be these devils. We gonna have your ass in the devil.
Rulership. Yep. Esau coming out of rulership. And why? Because it was built on lies. Lies is coming undone. So now he's losing that. You know that what's that? The statue of hold that light with their torch. The light that went out. Now Jacob is about to grab that torch like we supposed to run.
I got something like that. This is Ecclesiastes 10:8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
And we're in the midst of that. The kingdom has been translated from one people to another. Esau is going out kicking and screaming. He don't want to give up that position. But what the Lord say? Lord say, you got to get that up, homie. Why? Because the world, the earth ain't taking no more. The earth is the point where it needs a righteous rulership in order to heal itself. Everybody needs healing right now. You can't get healing with so-called white man in rulership. You can't. Because he doesn't put none of that out. All he puts out is death, deceit, and a bunch of violence. Now you can't get that with Esau either. So who else is going rulership? That's why you got the prophets out, man. That's your new rulers. You know, we just wait on the power to kick in. And it's kicking in right now. As well, Esau Edom fall. His devil was falling, man. I mean, falling down the ground. He like an old man too. When he fell on the ground, he can't get up. He over here rocking.
Falling out his pocket.
God, he over here rocking to get up. He trying to get up. We ain't gonna let this devil up either. We not gonna let this devil up. You know, 2/3, they try to lend to him. They so scared. Both leg men are not gonna let Esau eat them up, man. You know, we gonna be drumming on this devil's head is what we gonna do. You know, because like the Lord said, there must be a recompense. Recompense going to pay back. Those leg men, we won't pay back. We ain't like the 2/3 men. We're not scared of Esau. We want the recompense. So when the Lord gives us the power, the standard, to let us to do that, we're going to do it, man. The will of that Father is going to go out, it's going to go forth. The Lord has his men. As few as they are, that's all he needs. But they say a few good men, the Lord like, all I need is a few good men. That's all I need. So now we're seeing the process take hold right now. We're watching the process of Esau Edom being destroyed right in front of our faces, man. Why did you get that songs out there? When he said, I will prepare a table in front of my enemies? Because the Lord is doing that right now. Like he's setting us up a righteous kingdom. We see it coming up. And right now, Esau, everything he got is just falling away. His dollar falling away. His military is weak. His people is weak. Gen Z cannot carry the torch. Gen Z Edomites are already through, man. You can see it in them. Yeah, I'm 40 years old. I don't work a 20-year-old Edomite. 20-year-old Edomite cannot do the work I do. And I'm old. See that in basketball. LeBron James, 41 years old. He's first option on his team. We're a bunch of Edomites. They can't get it done.
Real quick, this is Psalm 64:10, and it says, the righteous shall be glad in the Lord, and shall trust in him, and all the upright heart shall glory.
All the upright shall glory, man. And then right, we see it coming into play. So we all up here, we be louder when you have about y'all shout. The sign at the point we get louder, Esau, his time not getting quieter and quieter. He ain't got no fanfare like that. Nobody care about no Edomites no more, man. And the Lord ain't through us. We say that. Like, it's going to get worse for Esau. Everybody look at that. I already said, like, I have my job. I'm in this chick called Edomite, child molester. Because of the Island Man file. They said that ain't even came out yet. Everybody's still speculating on that. What happens when that comes out? Because a lot of Edomite men get torn down to the ground. Y'all child molesters, man. Don't nobody want no child molesters ruling over them. You don't rule justly. You stupid. All his works is in the works of other people. And now Jacob's starting to get smart and say, nah, I need my ideas for myself. I need this for me. I'm not getting my ideas to you no more. Because all you're going to do is steal it and keep me broke. The Jake done got a chance to see how they did other Jakes. Did you see that? The Jake that made the Super Soaker just not getting paid for that. And I didn't even know Jake came up with that. So we're seeing like that precept I brought out that it's transferring, man, right in front of our face. And here's the thing: what Jake got to realize, Esau's not gonna take that quietly. He gonna bring that sword like Pharaoh, like what that Edumb always say over my dead body. Right. I'm not letting these darkies rule over me. These niggas rule over me. Is you crazy? Whatever military they got left, they gonna throw it at Jake, man, and it's not gonna work. Why? Because now the Lord gonna put a standard up on his men, man. The men that's out here crying the signs of Yahweh, that's the men that's worthy of spiritual power. They're about to be the stopgate, the countermeasure to Esau's military. That's when that sword gonna break, man. The Lord gonna flex on Esau, man. Like I told you, my man is here. Did I tell you my power is here? That's why Esau first smoking Newports and chopping on his nails, because he can't believe he got a power. And you know that, because now Elon Musk calling his Neuralink, MOTB, Jesus-like technology, man. And that's a big mockery, man. The Lord about to smack that, though. Calling your little wacko technology something up the Lord. Nah, man, this stuff, that's low-tech, man. A fucking storm interference will mess up your signal. What are you talking about? Your stuff is low-tech compared to the Lord, man. The Lord got a spiritual connection, man. Ain't no interference in the world gonna break that. Shit, a thunderstorm too hard. Shit, man, hey, a lightning might get hit when they die. There go your signal, Esau. Yeah, tornadoes. Your stuff is not nowhere near on your Howard's level, man. Nowhere near. Y'all took great offense when that devil said that, man. That's that devil, that's that Isaiah chapter 14. Thinking he God. Talking about this Jesus level technology. Because you got a fucking computer signal. The devil, get the fuck out of here, man.
Because we got a satellite.
Yeah, the devil think he God because he got that. That's why I'm now, man. I'm so ready for the Lord to drop the satellites up the sky. Oh, my fact, the Lord already doing it. He brought Nicki Minaj to SpaceX to launch off a rocket, and it malfunctioned. It didn't even go off. The Lord's already upsetting that devil.
We sit back laughing, seeing the downfall of the devil.
God, he's struggling.
This is Psalms 92 and 11. My eyes also shall see the downfall of my enemies, and my ears shall hear the doom of the wicked adversaries. Man.
Woo! I like that, man. Hear the doom. I heard it. We heard the doom, man. We rejoice at that. You see a 2/3 like, oh, that's wrong. Don't you help that white man? You help me all down children. Nah, fuck all that. Nope. The devil getting what he deserves. It's about time.
Yep, this is Ecclesiastes 25:7. There'll be 9 things which I judge in my heart to be happy. And the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that has the joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies.
Woo! And that's what we waiting on, man. Hey, love to see the fall of his enemies, man. And we're seeing it. The Lord is making these devils fall, man. They in the war, they can't win. They just got whooped by Iran. They ain't telling people they got whooped. Yahshua, the devil lost all his military base over there in the Gulf over there. Yeah. So now he's trying to regroup with other countries, and other countries, they don't even like, I don't even want to get involved. You already got problems. That's your problem. You done clown me? Why should I help you? You done talked about you don't want NATO. Now I got to go help you get your shit back. You supposed to be big bag, remember? I thought you was that. Now you over there hurt. You know? So Lord is crying about Israel. They got pounded out. When I look at that country, they done lost highways, buildings. They took a heavy loss to them. They done migrated Argentina. Yes, rather. They had to get up out of there. Iran smashed him out.
Argentina, Poland, everything, surrounding stuff.
Come on. So the Lord's already scattered Esau. We witnessing it. Through what? Through the sword, man. And that's this with Iranians. That's low level. Wait till the Lord, hey, spark us up. It's really gonna be bad. It's really gonna be bad. Esau, he gonna be in hell when that happens. That's when the devil really gonna know he in hell. He ain't in heaven no more. It's y'all some other time. You know?
Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. And when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them.
Woo! So we ain't worried about no ice ages, man. You hear that precept saying? And the enemy coming like a flood, he's looking for standard against him. So we not worried about nothing Esau Edom got going on. So-called white man got going on. We not worried about it, man. They about to fail. They already redistricting districts, trying to cheat. And the political man, they let you know that they ain't got the power no more. They ain't got the numbers no more. They got to cheat for their own weak legislation to get in place. And all they do is wake and take up. You take her in their hat on talking about go. So I like that move that they do. I'm like, good job, Esau. Exactly. We needed that. I started clapping. I was like, yeah, baby, yeah. So I went to all the old dates. So what you gonna do now, homie? Can't vote no more. Now what you gonna do? Now you got old days talking about getting done. But that ain't gonna work. I'm saying at least they in fight mode. At first they vote and go to work and drink beer and do what they do. Now Esau is waking up. He's stirring up that old lion. The Lord said that he would rouse up Jake, that old lion. Now he's saying how he doing it. He's taking away that comfort. No more voting rights for Jake. And us, we don't care. We don't vote no way. The Lord told us if it ain't the Israelite, you don't vote. So we all like, yeah, good job, Esau. Now the old school, they can listen to what I got to say. Now we on the same page. Wakanda, say that we in the truth. He ain't in the truth, but now he see his enemy. Like I said, that it's visible now. They say now he's like they can now see Esau Edom is do them no good. They bring it back Jim Crow.
I got that precept before this is Judah is a lion's whelp from the prey. My son, thou art gone up, and he stoopeth down. He crouches as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? And we see who's rousing him up. Esau Edom is doing that with all his legislations and dumb things. And now people ain't questioning. People ain't just following it, they questioning it. Now they over here getting roused up and getting mad. Now they over here taking hands up against Esau Edom. Now they in that point to where they're not regarding their kings or princes as a good percent.
Through the spirit, the Lord, y'all treating Esau like he did Pharaoh. You know how when Moses asked him to let his people go, and what the Lord to be hard to Pharaoh's heart, and that's exactly what Esau is doing now. His heart's been hardened to the point where, just like you said earlier, over my dead body. That's why they're gonna come down. That's why they're gonna meet that standard of Yahweh.
I like he bringing Jim Crow back. So now they can see like Esau never changed. It was all a lie. We can see that now. So now all the validity goes to the prophets. I notice now we heard a bunch of people. Nobody came to talk against us. Why? Because we saying the truth. They can't. Esau ain't got nothing to fight with no more. Everything you done did was a lie. And we over here looking like I wish you would come say something. Because we can prove that you a lie. So now Esau gotta walk with his head down. You know? And he gotta take that. Like Diddy used to say, take that, take that, take that. Esau gotta take it, man. You done lied for so long, and now like every move they making is only making what we're saying is true. He bringing Jim Crow back, bringing segregation back, and we need. That's why I went mad when Donald Trump became president. I knew that was a good thing. Because there's two things Donald Trump gonna do. He's gonna expose his people, and he's gonna destroy Babylon the Great, because that's what he does in every business he had. He run it in the ground. So when I see Esau vote and want Donald Trump to be president, I'm like, oh, they about to destroy themselves. I know what this devil do. I know what he's great at. So I didn't like get mad at them and rally. Nah, go ahead, your little mad rally. Go ahead, Donald Trump. I know what he's gonna do. Now they up here hollering. They look at the gas price like, oh man. Oh man, you know this. Oh man, he doing 1.7 million for him. Oh man.
We getting the last live, man.
Exactly. Like, did I tell you the devil's gonna do that? That's to say, like, we ain't gotta do nothing. The Lord done made it so cold that we ain't gotta like organize and make no strike team and do like some convert ops to destroy this kingdom. Esau doing it himself. All we gotta do is stay prayed up, be holy, do the works of the Lord, and stay out the way. Esau destroyed his own self.
All we gotta do is continue to watch.
Exactly. We ain't gotta do nothing. The devil destroyed all his little own strongholds, all his little moves with his own little stuff, man. His own media he destroyed. Everything he was good at doing, he done wiped it out. The music industry is destroyed. The movie industry is destroyed. The financial system is destroyed. The education system is destroyed. All his systems are now breaking based on the works of his own hands.
He didn't even have a good healthcare system. But even that is destroyed. He killed himself.
God, and Jake now looking for holistic. Jake not getting the herbs and stuff. Now Jake doing the workaround. They don't want to go to Esau for medical issues.
It's all kinds of videos where they like, hey, this is how you can grow certain herbs in your backyard. All you gotta do is get this pot right here. This little pot costs $2.
God, you got other little bug out dudes, Yaki Awakening, promoting the herbs and stuff. Yeah. All kind of chicks waking up with their little root stuff, herbs and stuff. Everybody's like getting away from Esau. Everybody wants to go to Esau for nothing. That's hard to be big. Yeah, real big now. Jake come back to agriculture, and everybody's going to Jake like, man, what do you try? What do you think? Nobody gives a damn about Esau has credentials and his little degrees and stuff. Nobody care about that no more. Like, man, you a liar. I just want to do this drug. I don't want no drug. I want to heal. What I can see me type of dude, man. Where he at? I want to see what he got to say.
I had that on standby, man. It's Job chapter 13 and verse 4, and it says, "For ye are forces of lies, you are positions of no value."
Woo! Positions of no value. And everybody start treating like that. Now the medical field is losing money. And that's a big part where they clean their money up. That stuff's grossly overpriced. Now everybody going to go medical, that's falling down. That hides the dirty money. So now the dirty money's about to show up. Where this money come from?
You know how whenever somebody have doctors at the beginning of their name, the word doctor also means to talk about I can doctor your letters. I can doctor when they say that they basically mean file.
Doctor up some files.
Yeah, doctor your file. Yeah.
Doctor up some files, baby. You gonna win. Hey, I doctored it up.
We already know who was at the top of the T19 situation. We already know what his name was.
And nobody want to listen to him anymore. He trying to pop back on the scene. Everybody like, you should be in jail.
Right.
So he has no more credibility. So now they got to use somebody else. They're like, why is he not in jail? It was Edomite saying that. So like, he's cooked, he's through, he's done. He's out there. That showed that was a big nothing burger. I was like, you trying to run that as you done already ran that and it proved that it was nothing. You can't run that again, homie. The people are dumb, but they're not that dumb. You sure not my people, they waking up to your ass. They're like, I see my folks, I see people around and he get the juice. You're like, yup. You got it for nothing. So now you can't run that same scenario again, man. That's why Esau really should have did his MOTV during that time. When he had it, he pump fake. Now it's worse. Because now we know that play. The public is used to that play now. So you can't run that play, but then we like, one of y'all got to get his wisdom was gone. He done ran out of gas. Now this guy was real dumb, trying to do something that's real deceitful, and he doesn't have the wisdom to really carry it out. You know, the Lord about to help this devil out to get it off. And just having wisdom and understanding, know what it is, means you can beat it. So if you're just going to take that, it's because they're ignorant to the fact of what it is. And they're going to use their fear factor. But if you subscribe to the prophets, which subscribe to Yahweh Shai, you can beat that by just knowing what it is and going somewhere else. I'm going to go off grid. I'm going to go off into the woods. I'm going to live on a bartering system. I got stuff to trade. Why? Because I seen the evil coming. I'm prudent. Scripture make you prudent.
It's Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 7. And it said concerning Edom, thus says the Lord, Yahweh Shai, the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more than demons? His counsel perished from the prudent? Is that wisdom vanished? It says, verse 8, it says, please ye turn back to where ye, O inhabitants of Daniel, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him the time that I will visit him.
Woo! We heard right now, man. The calamity of Esau, he's bringing it on him. And I didn't even know that 50% prudent. See, he's bringing the prudence, man. Esau not prudent no more. he ain't got no more wisdom. You need wisdom in order to run schemes, in order to run a kingdom. That requires wisdom. Esau ain't got it no more. The Lord turned this dude into like a retard. They up there, and then we like, man, who running the show? That's why they were going to AI. AI ain't even pumped up what it's supposed to be. It ain't getting the job done. So this devil is up in there, man. It's like in panic mode. What do we do? They all in there. They first they attacking each other.
They are shooting Esau in the foot too. All they're doing is just muddying up the waters. Now nobody knows what's going on. So even if Esau say he got something, they gonna be like, nah, that's AI too.
All that misinformation. So him doing that misinformation, I mean, you can't get your information now.
Quick precept to that Jeremiah 49:7 real quick. This is Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 8. And he said, Shall I not in that day, says the Lord, even destroy the wise man out of Edom, and an understanding out of the mouth of Esau, and in thy mighty man, O Jacob, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mouth of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
He was wise in doing wickedness. Now he's not even wise in doing that. Now everybody is seeing him like, I see you doing the wickedness, nigga. Like, what are you doing? You ain't even hiding no more, man. So he's like, he's through, man. There's no more wisdom in this devil.
He's like the Wizard of Oz. They don't pull back a curtain like, hey, this ain't no problem. This is an old man pushing on back.
Yeah, and then verse 8, it's like verse 10, gives the reason why they're being destroyed. Because it says, For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
Be cut off. That was violence to cover you. That's why the kids gonna be out with violence, man. There's gonna be chaos. They gonna get the military out here. I believe that Esau's military is split. I believe it's gonna split because see a civil war. Because some people like, I want to do the Constitution. And you see Donald Trump right now, he's against the Constitution. So that's gonna be a schism. That's gonna be, a battle. They're gonna fight each other, man. And that's gonna make violence everywhere, all over the place. And Lord willing, he hide us from that, man. So we ain't gotta see in there, like I said, this is where he don't popcorn watching them kill each other.
I got to quit, but this is what I said. It says, I will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast of all people. Now, the Lord is doing that. The mountain goes into rulership. It's all Esau Edom rulership. The Lord is destroying the covering cast of Esau Edom rulership. Now everybody's seeing it. And it says the covering cast over all people, and that the vine that separates over all nations. And so now even all these nations are going up against Esau Edom too, because that covering cast is gone. And they're like, talking about this damn devil. He bamboozled me. And now shit, man, look at this devil. He's a frail little weak person, man. Now you see the weak standing there strong. And all these nations going up against him. That covering cast is gone.
That very precept lined up perfectly with that precept when he prayed himself like a great tree, and that was that covering cast. And now the Lord coming back and he's chopping that tree down. And it's a quick parable from Yahweh Shah, because he said in Matthew chapter 3 and 10, and he said, Now also the axe is laid under the root of the tree. Therefore every tree which bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. That's Esau's Edom tree right there. That's that Green Bay tree that Esau Edom cast over the whole world. The Lord is chopping it down. He's using that axe, laying it down at the bottom, chopping it down.
And that's also you go to his family tree. Because if you look over there, it said there be not none remain in the house of Esau. So eventually he's gonna be rooted out of the whole earth.
Esau, he don't bring forth good fruit. All he brings forth is wickedness. So he's gonna get cast down and hewn into the fire.
And that fire represents the nuclear missile that's getting ready to be shot over here in America.
You can see it too. That's why they got this missile. They got one, they already got it.
And the chariot fire. I can't wait to see, like, if I'm part of the Hopeful Elect, to get to see it, and see a chariot zap somebody and then some fire.
All you see is this straight dust when you see all this kind of like the movie Mars Attack.
Yeah, Mars Attack, Water World. It's out of here. It's out of here. Look at the first surgeon in the back. That's gonna be Babylon the Great. I said Esau gonna experience the purpose of not having nothing. And Jake went through. And Jake had to go to his knees for everything, the one ball thing, and have nothing. That's gonna be Esau in a little bit. He ain't gonna have no military. He ain't gonna have no systems and constitutions built for him. That's gonna be for Jake. You gonna see a Jake in the road saying, access denied. You can't go over there. Oh, nah, you can't have that little hut. Nope, access denied. You ain't got enough, trinkets. You ain't got enough weapons. Go get your slave owner and then maybe he'll give it to you. He vouches for it. Go get you a cosigner, Esau. Jake gonna tell Esau that in a minute, man. He about to be brought real low. Because he's falling right now. And in a minute, he ain't gonna have nothing. And that's what it needs to be. When that case happens, then the earth and everything in it can start to heal. Everything can do what it's supposed to do.
Everything can get back in order how it's supposed to be. When this nigga is at the base and we're at the top.
All right, man. So the Lord willing, that happens, man. It happens real fast. You got my precept?
I got one. This is 2nd Edges 6:28. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome. And the truth, which had been so long without fruit, shall be declared. That's exactly what's happening, man. Esau, he don't make his lies, wickedness has been exposed. And that's why his kingdom is going down. Because the truth has been so long without fruit is being declared right now. And that's the truth of the scriptures. How about you? How it's God's word?
All right, man. Lord willing, that happens very quickly, man. That's what's going on, but the truth is being declared. Like, all the brothers in the truth, pushing it out, all the crimes, the iniquities that is coming out, and the rest of it overcome. That devil is like a fugitive vagabond. He run around trying to find where he can hide, and he can't hide no more.
That's a lot of video.
They bleed. He hit with that wound. He hit with that wound, so he run around bleed, blood everywhere. So man, we ain't got too much more, y'all. So we just hang on, and Lord, we're gonna hope to let, and y'all have mercy on us, man. We get everybody distinction. So that being said, we want to give all praise to the Lord too.
Yeah,
our Bashir, Yahushua, Bashir, Rakadash,
Yasharala, Father Paul, Shalom.
Yeah. Kwam Yasharala, baby. Kwam Yasharala. Stay locked in. Stay locked in. That was cooking on. Wait.
Hey, Tawada for tuning in.